Certainly you'll have seen a picture somewhere on the line, so you'll see what we're up to. Not my normal rig. We are out with the Deutz 150.7. Same old edge cutter, the Bomford, I can't even remember what bloody one it is. Bomford Hawk 6.5 Evo, 6.5 metre telescopic, but that's different. It's still a Pro Cut head, same as what we had, but this time we're a 1.5 metre, which I didn't know about. So this is the start of the edge cutting season. Oh, bit weird being in a Deutz rather than the Massey, but we're on roadside, so put some lights on, find me beacon. Where's my beacon? Where's my beacon plugged in? Come here, get in it. Beacon it in. Don't know what they're up to. Oh. Right. PTO on. Head. Oh, should I wait for these lot to bugger off? Might have to wait for these lot to bugger off, or at least get in a better position. Right, people have gone. Perhaps you can turn the controls on. There. It's all different. Well, that, my friends, is the start of edge cutting season for me. So we're supposed to be going out hedge cutting again today, but it is a little, well, horrific. So, but I do have a couple of little jobs I want to do to the edge cutter this morning. Anyway, number one is giving it a sharpen. It's sharp, but I just want it a bit sharper. As you can see, we've finished off doing some great stuff that, yeah. Soil inside the head is never a good sign. The other thing I want to do is adjust the bushes on the telescopic. I don't know whether it will do it. Wait, so yes, it will. You can see up there, and if you look on the movement we've actually got here, so just want to, should just be those 3, 4. You can probably do it on the 2. So that's the plan. Anyway, get that done this morning. Hopefully by the time all that's done, the weather's buggered off and become half decent, and we'll go get a bit more hedges done. It's just quite bloody miserable this morning. Right, so we're Sunday morning. We didn't go out yesterday because the weather was just crap. But flails are nice and sharp. The telescopic bushes have been adjusted, so hopefully she's nice and tight. We also, because Deutz are just a bit front end light, modified the weight carrier so it now fit on the front linkage, so just hopefully just balance her out a little. So we're on to the 22nd of November. Just fired her up and getting her warming up. Bit of a latish start. It's about 8:30 now. I've had a few little bits to do. But I thought I'd show you what we're actually running. And I've actually got my camera mounted with me today, so we can actually record a bit. So this is the other hedge cutter. This is what it looks like I might be on all this season. So, seen her before. She's a Kestrel 5.0, so 5 metre Evo VFA. That's your VFA bit. So yeah, the head I can, when you're in work, I can put the head wherever I like, so I can see it best to help me do a not terrible job. So, just going to clean my windows now so I can see what I'm doing, and then we'll get down onto the edges. So we have actually been up here for a little while now. Basically I've got a field either side of the lane, and well, this side there's a bit extra either end, so I've come up there the one side, I've trimmed that up, I've done the bit behind me, that's all finished. So I'm going to run down now, and there's a bit extra on the end of this field, so I'll trim that off, and then all I've got to do is finish is I can run back and 2 up either side of here, and well, attempt to make it look not terrible. It will at least be not as tall and not as wide, and a few less beer cans in it. on this one. It's a little single track lane, so it's quiet, so there's less traffic to worry about. But the trouble is, when something does come, somebody's got to back up and get out of the way of the other person. So, touch wood, well, touching plenty of wood. So far it's been pretty quiet. If it stops like this all day, I can cope with that. So you see, this pass, I've said this before, but it, you know, I keep covering it. Woohoo, there's a hole there. Yeah, this part of the road is actually flooded, so you can't see what the contours of the road are like. So we're on the, we're getting through it, basically. Might as well let him go first. Didn't realise it was a bit. We'll pause this a second. Right. I thought he was going to cop that out for me, but he hasn't. Yeah, little horsey disappearing off in the distance with a little K430. Same guy I'm working for. He's gone topping brambles. That edge cutter's not overly sharp, so he's gone topping brambles, and I'm going to carry on down here. Ah, there's a van coming. We'll pause it again. Scratch that, the van's turned in. Just as long as he buggered off back the same way he's come. Pick the right gear. Like I said, this is the final pass on the top, so nice and steady, try and get a nice finish on it. I know there are those that say, oh, I cut faster than that and cut too slow. Well, all I can say is that is you do you, I'll do me. I would prefer to take the time and try and do it this way. Remember, in this puddle here, you can see it's quite a puddle. There's a bit of a dip in the road, and if I catch it this time, well, there's going to be a bit of a dip in the hedge. I don't really want to do that. So yeah, we're on. This is Tuesday. Yesterday, well, as you can tell by the state of this road, was a complete and utter washout. And tomorrow, by the looks of the weather, will be a complete and utter washout. And Thursday will be a complete and utter washout. Got a nice day on Friday, so I don't know what to do. I need to do a bit of messing around and park run and that this week. I've got a, well, what you saw, if you saw the workshop weekend video, pick that part up, and there's some other bits I need from there, including a head gasket kit for a compressor, but the engine is supposedly the same 3-cylinder Perkins as found in some Masseys, so I'm hoping I can get the head gasket kit from there. All good fun. Yeah, the theory that when we finished all the harvest work, get all the crops in the ground, there's nothing to do. It doesn't really work for me. Mind you, I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm quite happy to be busy. It stops me getting ideas about buying things to pick up. If I'm busy, I'm too busy to be looking what's for sale. So then that's that dipper was on about, which of course would be in the holly. That's not good enough. That's not good enough. Glory would be in the holly. We get that. Steady. It's not perfect, but it's okay. So that is it really. All them roadsides done, back there as well, and the field down there, up there, and all the way up there. And I've parked in a puddle. Oh. One thing to remember when you're edge cutting, if you can, fold that mirror in, because it will get smashed. Maybe not the first day, maybe not the first week, but it'll get smashed. Oh, oh yeah. Don't think that's a particularly untidy job. And yeah, that's the edge cutting video finally all put together. Don't forget to give it a grubby thumbs up if you have enjoyed it. If you would like merchandise, there is the shop down in the description. If you want to say hello, there is the comment section down below to say hello. And of course, as always, as it has been customary on this channel for quite some time now, if you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a grubby thumbs up. So that is it. We are all done and dusted. Don't forget to look after yourselves and don't forget to look after each other. don't forget not to get stabbed by wild roses, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care all.